Speaking of pharma, Surajit Pal, research analyst at Prabhudas Lilladher joins in right now. Surajit, good having you. Thanks so much for joining in. Dare I ask you about Ajanta Pharma? I don't know you track that or no. But let's first stick to the reason why we've called you. The result expectations. Sun Pharma, Cipla, two major numbers, couple of small ones as well. What do you expect the pharma companies to do today?
I think, see, as of now, the result with whatever the big companies has come very much in line. There is hardly any positive surprise. I am not expecting for Cipla and Sun Pharma to give any kind of positive surprise given the kind of size they have. Most unlikely that Cipla could be able to provide any kind of strong top line for supplying formulation to Teva, so for Nexium. So I think this is basically with them profit sharing. So Q1 you can expect those kind of revenue from Nexium will come. So Q4 may be disappointing to a certain extent for Cipla. To a certain extent their margin could be lower than our expectation of 16% margin for this quarter. So overall our expectation for bottom line for Cipla is around 324 crore. Top line is around 2,600 crore, which is 7% year-on-year growth in top line, and bottom line wise I think it will be around 24% growth. As far as Sun Pharma is concerned, I think Sun Pharma this time it will be both Sun Pharma and Ranbaxy. So what it means is that you can expect top line will be roughly around 6794, 6800 crore. 32-33% could be margin vis-a-vis company's normal margin of 44-45%, and PAT will be lower than the individual Sun Pharma company because of all those cash, non-cash forex impact. So plus they have $800 million of debt. So if those are not repaid, then definitely the forex impact will impact their bottom line. So that will be roughly around 1265 crore, which is roughly around 5% decline so in that case that will be the further in this matter. But overall what I am expecting is that alpha of growth in both the companies will be tougher given the kind of size and given the kind of competitive scenario.
Okay, Surajit, so at the current juncture, let's say if you have to pick and choose between Cipla and Sun Pharma from a 3-year perspective, which is a better stock to own? I know they are both great companies, but if someone has a compulsion, let's say only to buy one.
See, there are two ways to look into it. I'll come to the conclusion of what you have asked, because it's a two different axis companies. See, Sun Pharma is very much visible where their current or near-term revenue growth driver will come. But the point is that they are also sitting with $2 billion of cash. Now, whether this $2 billion will acquire $6 billion company, we don't know. Management has not clarified in terms of what will they do with the $2 billion and how quickly they will be doing. So there is always a possibility. So if you are calculating your PE on that basis of what is EPS for next 2 years without taking into consideration of 2 billion into that perspective, then the company is pretty costly. I mean 26-27 PE is quite high. Now from that perspective, if you want to see if $2 billion how much profit it will come, whether they will buy a Taro like company which is initially loss making, then it will be profit, or they will be buying a company which will be EPS accretive from the day one. So those uncertainty actually sustaining their 26-27 PE, assuming whatever they will be doing good because their track record was good. On the other hand, Cipla has been in an area where he has been disappointing for quite some point of time, because they have given a lot of hope of their R&D, particularly in respiratory, but it never performed as of now. So people are expecting is that since they have not performed, they have lot of gestation period. So that means that they are very close to the success, particularly approval in UK and the tender business in Germany.
Okay, we will watch out for all of these. Surajit, thank you so much for taking the time out. We'll probably look forward to talk to you once the numbers are out as well. But thanks for taking the time out this morning. Okay, that is a